That title was not clickbait. I mean every word of that, and I'm going to get into it in a little bit here. It's almost 3:30 in the morning. I can't sleep, and it's because I have this personal experience of mine that I think could definitely change the way that you dine or view fast food cuisine. Obviously, that's like what you come to YouTube for, is to see some random person's opinion on food. Correct? You like watching food content, so you're watching someone talk about the food that they like. How fascinating! Oh wow, I can't believe that this is why I'm losing sleep, because it's just so impactful. For real though. I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna get into my recent experiences with Arby's, how that came to be, and why I think that Arby's is actually genuinely one of the most delicious places, one of the best places I've actually been to recently, and one of the few things that keeps me optimistic for the future of society as we know it. I've been working at Guitar Center, a little south of where I live, for the last couple of months. It's I work at a location that's kind of out of the way. Like, I don't necessarily go down to that area too often, and this is actually literally right in the next plaza of Guitar Center. There's an Arby's. Now, Arby's used to be. I remember it used to be around. They were more common to find than you'd think about 15 years ago. At least they were closer, and I knew where they were. Nowadays, I look it up on maps on my phone, and they're all far from me where I live personally. So I can't necessarily conveniently get it. So whenever I am working at Guitar Center, I always am thinking to myself, do I want to make this an Arby's day? Do we get some of that horsey sauce, and do we have a good old time here? And I try not to eat fast food that much in general, because I've been taking better care of my health lately, and have cut back on all sorts of things like that, and drinking and stuff. So I don't necessarily have it all the time, but when I do, when I like to treat myself with something, I almost go out of my way to save that moment for Arby's or Taco Bell at this point, or specific places like that where I have to really want it, basically. So I think because it was next door, one time I had to get food, and I had only 30 minutes to kill, and I was just curious. I was like, you know what? Let me actually try Arby's for myself. I hadn't had it in quite possibly 20 or 25 years more. I don't know if I ever had it in my life. That's how long it had been since I actually eaten it. I don't even remember if I had tried it. So I said, fuck it. I went to go and get it. And I got a couple of items. I got something safe. I got the crispy chicken sandwich, and I believe that might have been it. I think I tried that. I just got the sandwich. Yeah, that was it. I didn't get anything else. No fries, nothing. I think I already knew that I liked their curly fries and certain items or whatever. I tried the chicken sandwich though, and I was pretty blown away. Once I threw the Arby's. The Arby's original sauce, not the horsey sauce. Once I threw Arby's sauce on there, I was blown away even more, and I was very, very happy, and genuinely shocked at how satisfied I was, considering all of the the shit I see about it and all the hate that I see about it. I had to make this video because I had to speak up for all of us Arby's fans, or all the people that don't follow. I think this is very important to express that this was a moment for me where I realized, okay, you literally can't ever listen to the general public's opinion on anything, really. There have been a lot of people that that was a big part of why I never gave the show Lost a chance, and now I have 3 videos up on this channel about how much I am obsessed with that show because I did give it a chance. So Lost was kind of an example of that, and it was this moment when I had this chicken sandwich and the Arby's sauce on it. Was one of the most special moments I had in my car as someone who was a gigging musician for many years. I've eaten fast food in my car countless times. Way more times than I like to say. way more than most people should probably be sitting in drive-thrus and in their car. But they're all so many years of eating McDonald's and Taco Bell, because those are basically the only places that are open after midnight when you're hammered, coming out of a bar playing some tunes. Well, not hammered, but when I'm having a couple beers and I need to get something in my stomach because there's nothing at home. Those were the only places that I really went to for a long time, for many years. So I think like that, and I love Taco Bell still. Taco Bell is one of my favorites, but we're talking about Arby's here. Arby's basically like really like just stood out compared to those places. And I still still fuck with McDonald's or Taco Bell every now and then. But it's very, very much like, what I mean by that is I was so used to kind of the same thing for a while and associated that visiting a drive-thru or visiting a place like that with the typical, it was very repetitive, I guess I should say, and then this kind of completely broke that repetition. And I was just amazed. I was amazed at how satisfying it was and how much I loved it. Just like in spite of the fact that I've heard just so many people make fun of it, and it's like, I mean, even in The Simpsons since like the 90s, in one of the older episodes in 1990 something, there's an episode where the kid's school bus ends up stranded on like an island. I think they make fun of, like Lord of the Flies and those types of movies within that episode or something like that. If I remember correctly, that's what happens. And one of the twins that have purple hair, one of them says, "I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's." And there's like, oh. And granted, Simpsons at the time especially just took the piss out on everybody. Like no one was basically before South Park, Simpsons kind of filled that nobody's safe from being parodied on that show. So it feels more so like it was a wink of like, like, let's just make fun of Arby's for the sake of it. It feels like everyone kind of followed suit, and then it became this whole joke to just make fun of Arby's because people aren't funny enough to have original ideas, and they're not smart enough to actually come up with a joke that's different or original or their own. They gotta like kind of jump on that. Oh, everyone is in agreement that Arby's is bad. Let's make fun of Arby's for being bad. And then I tried it, and it was so fucking opposite. Like it's not only that it wasn't bad; it was insanely good. Insanely good. Let's talk about the actual the meat of the situation here, which is their roast beef and all those types of items. As because the chicken is one thing. Let's be honest in saying that chicken is also hard to fuck up. Almost any place you go, get chicken nuggets at, or they're going to be pretty decent. It's all like just whatever. Frozen chicken it's a lot easier to prepare than most things. That's all I mean. So. The actual roast beef at Arby's, though, I got one of those as well. I think I actually got one that had the one that had the jalapenos on it, and I liked it. I did like it a lot. I'd probably just get the regular one, but that was an interesting experience. But I got I think after that first time of getting the sandwich, I said, "Fuck it, let me try something else," and I got just like a few sliders. Basically, I love that they have those little sliders now. Or I don't know if they are. I'm pretty sure they are a recent thing. But I like that I can like try a couple of different things in like smaller bits. And I believe I got the second time was I think just a couple of sliders. It was very basic, couple of sliders and some of their sauces, which was another chicken slider and then the roast beef. When I tried the roast beef with the Arby sauce as well, that was pretty solid. And then recently, let me get to when I had it recently. I had it few times actually in the last couple of weeks, and I got the one time I was really impressed and just absolutely satisfied, and my love of Arby's was very secured, was when I got a chicken and roast beef slider, and then I got the potato cakes with the Bronco berry sauce. Holy fucking shit. And I'm still excited to try the jalapeno poppers and mod sticks and all their other sides. Their appetizers fucking kill it. I can't wait to try the Jamocha shit. There's all sorts of items that I'm looking forward to. So this is why fast food is very exciting to me, or why I love why I love these types of establishments in America. Is that excitement of like, oh, I can't wait to try their other things. That's all it is. These places are supposed to be kind of a fun theme park experience of a restaurant. That's it to me. So when I had the two sliders and the potato cakes, holy fucking Christ, those things are insanely good. Basically, you want a hash brown from McDonald's, or at least something that's on that same level of the McDonald's hash browns, and it's not morning hours, you have to get it at lunch or dinner time, go to Arby's and get their potato cakes. It's literally, I don't want to say it's the same thing, because I would say it's even better than the hash browns at McDonald's, because they're a little thicker. they're at least like twice the size and density and insanely fresh. It was piping hot. It was perfect. And I can't wait to try the jalapeno poppers with the Bronco berry sauce, because that's supposed to be a whole thing in that as well. A whole that's supposed to be a very specific pairing that I'm excited to try. But I wanted to try the potato cakes. Just felt like an easier, like a safer thing to get since I was at work, because I don't want to be eating a bunch of jalapeno poppers, spicy and cheesy food before going back to work at Guitar Center. So yeah, I really wanted to show Arby some love is all in this, and I wanted to point out, always experience things for yourself. Always check it out and have your own perspective on it, because I'm convinced that a lot of people just jump on bandwagons of opinions because it's safer to join a majority instead of having your own, standing your ground and having your own opinion and feeling ostracized for being the only person that feels that way. It's so easy for human beings to just, want to jump into this mind thing, or this group think mentality. This group think mentality of like, okay, I'm just gonna be like part of this echo chamber. This part of, let's just keep repeating and regurgitating the same thing. There's a certain safety in that. And I wonder how many people, this is just the funniest thing about this shit, is I wonder how many people have made fun of Arby's or really like, put such a strong opinion out about something, and then they tried it themselves and felt like such jackasses for being so wrong, or like essentially you don't want to be like Squidward. A lot of people are basically like what I got to equate this to is people are like Squidward from the Krabby Patty One Bite episode, the One Bite episode of SpongeBob, where he like literally never even tried one. It was just like, I don't like. And that was me as a kid. It's me now with a lot of things. That is totally, and that's why I'm trying to like just open up and have new experiences with certain things. I'm not as bad as some people, but some people are so stubborn with having new experiences or giving things a chance, and it's just fucking insane. But the funniest thing about that episode is him just like picking the burger out of the fucking sand after he like punched it or kicked it into the ground, buried it, stomped it into its grave essentially, and then he digs it up out of it and eats the shit out of it as he's crying, saying all the wasted years. That's how Arby's made me feel in a way, as far as like, oh my god, I should have been eating this shit all this time. I should have given them a chance, or just taken a moment. I should have just taken a moment to stop and think, wait, when was the last time I even had Arby's, and then should I try it again? Would I like it? That's like all that I did, and it was just a moment of, let's try this, let's give this a shot, see what this is like. There's something lovely about, again, I guess if I'm relating this back to theme parks, like if you go to theme parks, if you go to a place where there's like all sorts of different things, like don't you want to try as many things as you want? Let's talk about carnivals with food at those types of places. Like, don't you want to go with a group of people to be able to like try a bunch of things and split a bunch of that's the fun of these things, is trying different things. It's the lovely thing about America and having options. Are we kind of spoiled and have we become totally an entitled, insufferable creatures because of it? Yes, but at the same time, we have the right to be insufferable creatures because we are American. And that's like just the lovely thing about my country. And one of the things that I absolutely fucking love about the United States is the options and the pointing my fists into the sky saying, I want what I want kind of thing, and saying like, I should be able to embrace all these different things and celebrate that. It's really what I want to. I want to celebrate all of the, like, look at all the different places. Look at like the fucking food content that you see online, and just how many fucking places exist, and how many of them are actually really soft. There are still a ton of places that I haven't actually tried that I have been kind of saving that first experience with it, because you can't get that back. Like that, the fact that I'm like, Arby's is like one of these things that's like on my mind now, and it's like, I just can't wait to go back and have more of it. But I love the idea of having that with all sorts of places too. I've never had like Wingstop. I've never had Dave's Hot Chicken. I don't remember the last time I had Shake Shack. It's like these places are kind of out of the way. They're not cheap. That's really what part of why I don't go to these places. I have to. At Arby's actually is, again. Let's shout out to Arby's. Arby's is pretty well priced. Actually, stupidly well priced. You can get like a good amount of food for like $10 or $12. It's fucking great. I think the reason I wanted to make this video though too is to make sure that this place stays in business so I can continue to enjoy it. I refuse to see the hate. I refuse refuse to fucking accept this blasphemy of people trying to tarnish Arby's good name and their lovely brand and as far as like what they are and how it's like unapologetically what it is. I think I feel like I relate a lot to what Arby's is. A lot of people might not like it, or a lot of people might make assumptions of it. But if you actually get to know me, you might actually like me. If you give me a chance, you might like me. That's how it feels like. Very very much a misunderstood place, and I'm kind of in love with it for that reason. Arby's is fucking awesome, and if you're looking for something new and want to try something else, then something that you just something to take you out of your comfort zone, I guess. That's always good too, right? Before I finish this video, I don't want this to go on for too long. Arby's horsey sauce I finally tried recently with the roast beef as well. Holy shit, the horsey sauce is amazing. Just get the Arby's original sauce, like their original sauce, the horsey sauce, the Bronco berry sauce, with some sliders and one of the appetizers. I promise you will have a lovely experience with all sorts of different flavors that just kind of explode in your mouth with some lovely deliciousness. That's all I could say, I guess. Arby's is fucking awesome, and I really want them to stay in business. Please go and give them a shot. And if you do, let me know what you think.